Anderson, where did you go? All of a sudden, the radio stopped working, and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
As always, a major underreaction from you.
How? Am I still... Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Yeah, the PI from your books has the same name as me. Great. Moving on.
Is that coincidence, or are we literally a product of his story?
Get your bearings, then we'll head out.
I need another minute. Cauldron Lake. I thought I'd never see this place again.
Take your time, but you should know these woods aren't the safest.
Yeah. It's getting dark. You have a flashlight? It's not safe without a light.
I have a light. And a gun. You can relax, Wake.
And pages. If you see pages of writing anywhere, you must take them and keep them safe. Our lives could depend on it. They have vital information.
We know about the pages, Wake. We'll keep an eye out for them.
Okay. Okay, just give me a moment. It's okay.
Take your time.
Something about the way he stands there, like, even as he's standing totally still, the way he emphasizes his words takes like a single step forward and his jacket moves in the breeze. It's like there's actors standing before me. I'm sorry, I gotta stop geeking out over how amazing this game is. Hello everyone, and welcome back, once again, to Alan Wake 2. And we've now reunited with the man himself, and he is right. We should be getting out of here before dark.
Should look around. With the flooding gone, could be further clues out there. The flooding disappeared very suddenly. I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale.
So even these rains that we've been experiencing, which several characters have remarked on, are seemingly tied to the events here. Now, one thing I've been thinking about since I recorded the last two parts earlier today, because I can't get enough of this, if Nightingale washed up on the beach and became a victim of those cultists, well, if we weren't here, Alan was probably going to be next. But why? Why, after all this time, is it seemingly sending back its catches? So if we come through here, he'll crouch down. Casey, can I trust you to get him back? And for the love of God, get the man his own flashlight. You have no idea how used to he is to this stuff. I have to say, it's really refreshing to have a plot like this, where we're not retreading the old ground of nobody believes us. It's very early on, and we're seemingly all on the same page, which is so unbelievably rare in something like this. Now that the flooding has receded, I wonder what that will have revealed. This does all seem to still be the same map, but it doesn't seem like we have any new points of interest to explore. But the Witch's Ladle itself is now permanently opened back up. So we've totally unlocked this area. Those creepy stabs in the music are really freaking me out right now, to be honest. Even with the seal gone, I can't help but feel that something's gonna happen when I try and step through. Is there something over there? Oh, is that the witch's hut? Does it stare directly through the middle of the ladle? I can turn quickly by pressing backward S twice. Okay. Well, that would have been good to know earlier. So, either she is real, or whatever's in the lake is using the legends. What are... Taken wolves. Taken wolves! That is the biggest crap! No. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Get into the light, get into the light, get into the light! More than one? More than one or just fast? Yeah. Okay, so we can sort of keep you at bay if we hit you in the eyes. But we're not going to be able to kill you. Oh, you got this deer. Alright, heal us. You can't see us, can you? I can see that darkness just leeching off you. But from here, where's my next move? I don't think I have the ability to kill you. I'll switch to the shotgun just in case. And run, just run! And that thing's gone out, which means we need to resume a moving. We cannot waste any more time here. Actually, we can climb up here. Maybe that'll lose you, although I doubt it. And get inside the witch's hut. I could have sworn I just heard something toppling over in here, but maybe that's just my own perception that nothing is safe. I heard you out there. I heard you. Let's do ourselves a quick save, shall we? Somehow that rickety old door doesn't seem like it'll protect me from you. Alright, if I make a left, I should be able to reach an intersection and then make my way to the general store. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Alright, this way. Keep moving. As far as I know, there's no limit on sprint. How did I know that, as before, danger would primarily find us when we're most vulnerable? Then again, it's always been very deliberate like that. Okay, we need to get behind this place. I don't think there's anything else we need from here. I feel like there was something else I wanted to check, but now I can't remember what it was. Alright, this way, this way, this way. There's the trailer, which means the gate is right back here. Make it there and we should be okay. I have a feeling that that wolf was but a preview of what's to come. And Nightingale. Did we really kill him? Did we really banish him? Or is he just gone for now? Sounds like there's like some kind of alarm or siren going off. Is it maybe that machinery, that station that Steven and Ilmo were working on before? It's definitely this place, but there's no one here. There's some kind of charm back there. Wait. Do these maybe... I know there was a lunchbox up here. Do those maybe lead us to it?
Warning. Activity detected. AWE. Event in progress. Cauldron Lake. What's an AWE? Casey, what exactly does the FBC do?
After New York, when I started looking for our friend here, their name came up. I pushed them for any files they had on him, but got stonewalled. They have a reputation of showing up for weird shit.
Blue Rose stuff?
Here, and now we find our writer. How about that?
So, the arrival of our writer is probably what this thing is blaring in response to. I love it when games, like, have pieces like this for us to speculate on. I love it so much. I love games that leave open questions like this. Alright, we just gotta make our way back to the car and... I guess not tell Casey about the taken wolves that are down here. I guess he doesn't need to know about anything. He's fine. Our partners are always fine in these games. Any reason why we might want to travel up that path to the side? No. I already did it off camera at the beginning of the game. Well, I made it. Waiting on you, Case. Or I guess we take off without him.
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
Oh, it's going off sync for some reason.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hon. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey. Want to say bye to Logan?
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now.
I love that they started directing games like movies.
Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Oh, fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. I remember.
a great show for you here tonight. Alan Wake is here. Alan Wake, one of my all-time favorite writers and guests on the show. He's here to talk about his latest book. Oh! And as usual, our house band, old gods of Asgard, is here. Take it away, you crazy Vikings!
Was I on a talk show tonight? Waking up in places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids. Had I already done the show? Was that a recording?
Is that a pause, or is that what happened? No, I can see the TVs, like, moving in the background.
Good to see you, Alan. Great to see you. Welcome back to the show. Come on, sit down. Woo! Oh, man. It is so good to see you, Alan. This must be an exciting time for you. Tell me, does it ever get old?
Sorry, does what get old?
Publishing a new book. Are you okay there, my friend? You look like you've been cooped up in the writer's room for a few too many years.
This is exactly how I feel.
You know, I've waited so long to get my hands on the sequel to Departure. You left us on quite the cliffhanger. We've all been dying to know what "it's not a lake, it's an ocean" really means.
You and me both.
Well, our wait is over. Your new book, Initiation, hits the shelves tomorrow.
What?
That's exactly what every reader will be asking. This book is mind-bending. It's so cerebral. I mean, how would you describe it? An auto-fictional thought experiment? A horror story? A postmodern detective story?
Wait. This isn't right. I haven't written anything.
He's so humble.
Okay, you got me. Good prank, very funny. But yeah, sad to say, I've not written this. I'd remember if I'd written a book, right?
Or maybe it was written by your evil double. Well played, man! That is spot on! Playing the role here. Pretending the world of the book overlaps our own. That's very meta indeed. You see, Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he has written. The book is set in New York, but it might not be New York at all. He is tormented by his dark doppelganger and guided by visions of a fictional detective he has written. That's right, Alex Casey is in this book as well.
I guess we'll just keep doing this the whole show. The joke's on me.
But isn't that what you sign up for with autofiction? No, but seriously, I found the structure of the reality you build in the book fascinating. It reminded me of The Matrix. I mean, the writer is physically in his writer's room, trapped there, and he projects himself out to this dark dream of New York through the story he is writing. Like astral projection. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go on. I should be taking notes here. This is great stuff.
Notes to that other Alan Wake in that room writing this as we speak? Are we all in your story, Alan? Wow. No, I wish you every success with your new book, Alan. I hope it's as successful as your best-selling Alex Casey series. Initiation hits the shelves tomorrow. After this, I'm sure we'll all be eagerly awaiting the culmination of this hero's journey trilogy of yours. A book called Return, perhaps. Man, thank you for one of the strangest interviews of My entire career, Alan. All this talk of meta-narratives. You have to expect them to disappear once this scene ends.
That was brilliant.
Hello?
Oh, this is nightmare logic brought to life.
I'm losing it. Something's not right here. I needed to get home. To Alice.
Everything being wrong, no one else acknowledging it, and just our distress building, but they only acknowledge our distress, not the very obvious reasons surrounding it. Having us be confused as to when this takes place, seemingly taking place after a book that we didn't write. Odin and Thor are here, but with no reason for how that could be the case or how we even got here.
What the hell was that interview? Some kind of joke? Initiation? I never wrote a book called Initiation. This felt like a bad dream. Could make a good horror story.
Even now, you're shopping for ideas. That's a very difficult kind of horror to get right. Because it has to be done so specifically in order to avoid overdoing it and breaking the illusion. Can't go that way. I mean, it's the kind of thing that, like, essentially gaslights the player over and over again with each new sentence.
Old Gods of Asgard. That name sounded familiar.
In a dressing room like this, they look like they're about to show Murray Franklin what's what.
I was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Door before. None of it felt right. Was I losing my mind?
Judging by what you said on the beach and some of what you said in the cabin, I'm starting to wonder if maybe you're not sure what parts of this have been written by yourself or by Mr. C, I mean Mr. Scratch. Alright, my interpretation of many worlds, Dr. Casper Darling. Oh no. Between this and the Night Springs episodes in the first game, I'm wondering if we're not even crafting like a multiverse here with our writing. Oh, keypad. I have no idea what this would be.
Hey!
There's got to be something around here. Hang on. Is that Casey? That's not right. I'm starting to think it's like no wonder that he had that reaction to meeting Casey. Look. An autographed photo on the wall, as if I've already been on here before. Zane Classic and Beaters. It's all allusions, references to people I've known. Such as Thomas Zane, the writer who apparently got me here in the first place. Oh, 665, Neighbor of the Beast. Yeah, that sounds about right for Odin and Thor. Oh, they look so much younger here as well. Alright, let's try it. I don't know why they get to put the door code. Oh, there we go. It's just all green rooms all the way down.
A broken transmission I couldn't quite make out. What was that? A message? Impossible to say.
That was very clearly me writing at the desk at the cabin at Cauldron Lake. Backstages are creepy at the best of times, but this is another nightmare altogether. Oh my god, the jutting hat rack actually just scared me. It was like fingers creeping in from the side of the
There was
screen.
something in the studio with me. I had to get out.
Yeah, that much is clear. Go, 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 go.
This is the ritual to lead you on.
Waking up from the nightmare, I felt like a drowning man gasping for air. This place felt familiar. A ghost of a memory surfaced, about writing here for countless days.
Huh, you've got your own mind place here. Oh, this place looks so much bigger than it once was. So am I to understand that you were in this trance-like state writing all this time, and it was only this that allowed you to finally, I suppose, come to your senses?
I had been writing. Initiation. You must write to escape.
So what do you have as part of your draft?
A plot board for mapping out a story. On the index cards, the nightmare that just happened to me. A summary of the story so far. But other notes as well. Warnings. I had written them. I couldn't remember what it all meant. The name Scratch filled me with dread. I could trust these words. I had to act on them. You must write to escape.
Imagine a nightmare like this, trapped in this world, basically a hamster on a treadmill that powers your own survival. And all the while, constantly waking up and dreaming and not knowing where the dreams end and the very real nightmare begins. Okay, waking up to a nightmare. At the talk show, I had thought I was home in New York, but none of it had felt right.
I had to write more.
I was trapped in the dark place, a nightmare beyond our world. The writer's room was my safe haven. My writing affected what was outside. I was trying to write a story to escape this place. The story was called Initiation. With the story I wrote, I projected myself out to look for a way to escape. I had tried many times. Failed. This place made me forget. Everything Dora had said felt true. Was that part of my writing? Or coming from somewhere else? So yes, that's... because this influence is constantly fighting for control.
I had to keep writing.
It's like a story that constantly keeps getting hijacked back and forth. Hence your many attempts to escape and constant failures. What about this TV over here? What's the significance of that? And what happens if we try to leave?
I couldn't leave. This wasn't the way out.
This one door, it tells us even before we try it that it won't open. As if we already have tried many times before.
I didn't remember much, but I knew my thoughts and ideas could manifest as reality in this dark place. I'd use my writing to project myself out of this room, like a deep-sea diver to go deeper and explore the depths of this prison for a way out.
Don't use that metaphor, it didn't work so well for the last guy.
Writing was my lifeline. I would start again at the talk show.
Wow, you were fishing for ideas for good reason then.
Thank you. Oh, you're too kind. Welcome back. We real treat for all you Alex Casey fans out there. Alex Casey himself is here tonight. That's right, Sam Lake, ladies and gentlemen, the actor who has given his face to the famous detective in the film series. And of course, we have Alan Wake here. The best-selling
Wow,
writer,
we're getting real
books,
meta. Sam Lake is here.
are based on. Let's do this!
What happens if I try to step out? Nope, they locked me in here like they always do.
Welcome back to the show. So, Alan, as the creator of the character, how do you feel about this?
Sorry, what?
I know it can be an awkward question with the man sitting right next to you, but I mean, how do you feel about him in the role of Casey? Does he look the part to you?
He looks exactly like I always imagined Casey to be. It's uncanny.
Thank you. That means so much to me. I'm a huge fan of your books.
So, what's the problem, Alan? Because on more than one occasion, you voiced your reservations about the adaptations.
It's not that. They're their own thing. They've gone with choices that are different from mine. I feel protective about my stories, and these adaptations... I don't know. I guess I just wish I could have been more involved in making them.
Well, in that case, you won't have seen this either. We have a clip from the new film, Murder Case Casey. Should we roll it, or do you want to say something first, Sam?
Nah, just roll it.
This city was an old scar that refused to heal. The rain made it fester. It needed the sun, but there was only the night. I was tired. Insomnia covered me like a plastic film. I was watching the world through a rain-slick window, my own reflection haunting the view. I was trying to track down a missing writer. My only clue was a table lamp, shaped like an angel. The only thing to shed light on this sordid mystery.
That's great. Murder Case Casey. Great job, Sam. Very exciting and very meta. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Wait, stop. What was that about a writer? About a lamp?
It's like you have to allow this thing to be taken over so that you can work out the best path that it will allow you to take, so that you can sort of slip out under the radar, under the guise of still writing for the presence. Or at least that's my read on that. And I'm loving how it's going with this meta-narrative by mixing not only the game itself with live action, but also, like, the cast themselves. It does a great job, like I said, of going with confusion horror, of having his bewilderment actually be felt by the player. That is a horrible feeling, and to be able to make the player feel that, I don't know, it just deepens the whole narrative. Without even looking, can we... Come on. No, not this time. Existential horror on that level is so hard to pull off well. 5, 6, 5. 5, 6, 5. I guess it's trying to show us that this was an iterative process, much like writing itself. There we are. It took many attempts. This is the reason why it took 13 years. But maybe it was your escape that caused all this to start to begin with. Maybe it would be better for everyone if you had just stayed where you were, which is a horrible thought to have, but maybe that's the case? Nope. Alright. Hey, you limiting my exploring is good for me, right? Means fewer directions for something awful to come from. I think if we get out of the building, we get out of the realm. It's only a matter of time until we succeed.
Hello?
It's like while we're here, we're unable to fully understand what it is we're doing. While Alan is at the desk trying to write a way out, the Alan that is wandering around here in this sort of meta-narrative isn't really sure what's going on, or at least has only the vaguest memories that something is going on. I did not expect someone to actually be there.
Ah, Lorraine! There you are, Tom. Oh, not so much evil that not a bit of good as well. Not one without the other. Good to see you.
Tom as in Thomas Zane?
Hey, I can't seem to find my way out of here. Can you point me to the exit?
No totta helvetissä. Of course, Tom. The work will instruct its maker. I was gonna get something from the basement for you, but you can get it yourself now. The more cooks, the worse the soup.
What's in the basement?
What do you want me to get from the basement? And my name's Alan, not Tom.
Ja, mutta katsoppa, a man, but a man with a tool makes two, Tom. Eikö niin? And a man with a tool can build his own exit. It's in a shoebox, in the basement where you left it. Safe as in the Lord's purse. Here's the key.
Thank you. I'm sorry, have we met?
Have we met before? Are you trapped in the dark place too?
You remember Ahti, the janitor. You can't be lost if you don't worry about where you are headed. So don't worry, Tom. The sun will shine even into a heap of twigs. Just remember to turn on the lights. It won't take long when you get to work.
I've been trying to find a way to escape the dark place. Any suggestions?
He who mouths about his troubles is the prisoner of his troubles. It's not easy to get out. But don't you worry, Tom. The home is still there where the heart is. I often think about it when I mop the floor and look into the puddle. Water is the memory of the world. Water finds its way.
The janitor was a bit out there, but still a friendly face. I had to trust the basement would get me out of here.
Yeah. Well, that's some old country wisdom for us, but oddly enough, even without him seeming to know what's going on, it seems like he's got the right idea. And we've got a map of the place now, which is going to help us greatly. Oh, I've been so focused on what's going on, at this really unique spin on horror that this game is taking, that I completely forgot to talk about the fact that we're doing it now. We're playing as Alan. I didn't think this would be happening at all. I thought he would barely have a role in the game, to be honest. Well, let's just remember to turn on the lights. Looks okay so far. But the game really wants me to have a map. Are we going to be heading into like a maze soon? Please tell me this isn't the Freddy Krueger kind of dream. What is this? Looks like the metal, like, skeleton of some kind of cow head. I wonder if that won't come into play later. At first, my instinct was to think it was the head of the Deerfest float. That thing has traumatized me so greatly. Stepping into the dark cannot be a good idea. What am I even thinking? Oh, that's so bright, I almost had to close my eyes for a second.
Was this what the janitor had left for me?
Well, it's certainly something.
The lamp felt significant. A tool for bringing light to the darkness.
And perhaps less exploitable than the clicker?
I felt a magnetic pull between the lamp and the light overhead. Whoa! When the light jumped into my lamp, the whole room changed, like something in a dream. Opening a way forward, the lamp was humming. The bulb glowed. It held the light now.
So it's capable of capturing light. And now it guides us. But only when it's put away. We don't hold it like a flashlight. Or can we? No, we can't. It changes the world around us. Allows us to come back through this area. Wait. Oh, I can go back and forth between these places. This is my mind palace. Oh, that is so awesome. Okay, I don't have anything to place up on the plot board now.
I felt another surge from the lamp. I could use it again.
Another surge? You mean, oh, over here. You'll guide us when you're close.
The glow in the lamp went out, shifting the light in the room. The light carved out something new from the darkness.
So it's like a one-way. I can't anticipate some puzzles with this. Open up. I wonder, does this lamp maybe carry over something into real life? That looks like a bloody smear on this column. We can go up or we can go around to the side. All kinds of little windows adorn the walls. And from here we can see down onto where we just were. Did I miss someone watching us from above?
I needed to find another way out.
Oh, right here, perhaps. This hallway looks very threatening. But not quite as threatening as that. I will give it props. For as threatening as the hallway seems, it is better than here. TVs so far have been like windows into alternate possibilities.
The dark place wants to drown me. I'm losing myself. I have to fight it. I have to remember the clicker, the light switch. I lost it, but I have the lamp now. The lamp the switch was cut from. This place is a nightmare. Not real, and yet more real than anything. The danger and the horror real. It feeds off my mind, twisting whatever it takes into psychotic reality. I'm trapped here. I write to escape. I've tried this many times, written countless stories, forgotten how many. I keep failing, but I must keep trying. I use the story to dive deeper. Every word I write is a step forward on this spiral into darkness. I dive to the bottom to find the answer, the map, and the key, the compass. It's combined to form a door leading out. But how do you open a door that's not a door? Bottom of an ocean. That's not an ocean. And a lake. That's not a lake.
It's all making sense now. I mean, that was a bit of a short part, but that's alright. This is the third episode I'm recording today. I don't have a lot of time, but it's all starting to make sense now. The lamp and the clicker are one and the same, or at least they represent the same thing. They're serving the same purpose. The only difference is that the clicker was created for us by Thomas Zane, and now we're creating its counterpart for ourselves. Drawing from the same inspiration that brought us comfort before. In order for it to have power within our narrative, it has to have meaning to us, and so we have to tie it to the clicker. Some real interesting new mechanics being brought in here, and I will say, I really admire this game's restraint. It's doing the movie thing where it's having action when there needs to be action. It's not saying, okay, we need lots of action between point A and point B. It's just doing what's appropriate. It's something that games have tried to do before, but I've never seen it done in a way that worked so well as this. Something I've noted that I think is interesting is that in taking this pivot into a darker place, it almost feels like it's followed in the footsteps of Twin Peaks when they went into The Return. Me from the future here to finish this outro. Sorry for the shorter part, and sorry for any performance issues. Every once in a while, this game will just spike its GPU usage, and it doesn't stop until you restart the game. But I ended up recording more, and that ended up having to be its whole own part. So I'm just going to split it off here. You'll get a shorter episode this time, and a slightly longer one next time. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. By the way, I'm recording the outro to the next one literally seconds before I'm recording the outro to this one, meaning that the paths of that video and this video converge and end in the same place. How spooky is that? Is that going to be thematically relevant? I don't know. Find out next time.